Alright, so I just changed the alternator in this, was running it, and I pulled forward yesterday and noticed it was leaking some oil in between the tires. Well, it's not looking great because that's the main hydraulic pump, I believe, or one of the steer motors. Well, I think I'm going to power wash that real quick. Can't really get to it without laying under the machine, so I think I'm gonna fire it up and move it and then lay under there, get that last cover off, and probably gonna need it running in order to diagnose the leak anyways. Hopefully it's not motor, but looks like we got some work cut out for us. I'm gonna have to, I'll probably move it up by the shop and then lift the cab up too. But it is not easy working down there. I've done it before. Get to work, I need this machine running so I can finish this. So before this, I have noticed that it's been 30 years in here, meaning there's probably oil. It's a little sketchy. Alright, so I think our leak is somewhere here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it, to be honest. Alright, so that was quick. I found the leak. It's right there. This short hose right here, which goes from there to the block. Hoping that's the only leak it looks like. I was going to fire it up just to make sure, but that's definitely leaking actively, so I think I'll start taking it off and then go see if I can get a new one today. That'd be awesome to have this machine back up, so. Got it. See how much it's gonna leak. Also noticing this top one here is a little loose. Try to tighten it. Oh, it's pretty tight. Hose. Look at this. This might be a little bit long, but it'll be a little long and a little short. Alright, so I'm going to put this end on first. I believe it went under here. Oh shit, I got a picture. Here's the old one. Kind of look at the natural curve. And that kind of looked like it went over. That might have also been why it broke though. Yeah, it went over like this. This one won't leak, the other one will. Oh, I lied. Okay, gotta go fast now. It's gonna rub through that hose. Did I mention I hate hydraulic hoses? Okay, that one's on there. One more. trying to figure out if I could fire this up with the top up, and I think I've done that before. That shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's gonna rub, but they all rub, so. Alright, I'm calling that a success. I am going to find some old hose and zip tie it around this so this doesn't rub up here, which I think is what made the last pinhole. So I'll do that, put the cab down, and I got to reattach this and get it off the stands, and then we'll be digging, so let's do it. Alright, this is all I could find quick here. I think that short one will do. Better than nothing. Try not to slice my hand open. There we go. A couple zip ties on that. Leave some razor sharp zip ties for the next guy, which will probably be me. Alright, let's put this cab down. Alright, 2 more steps. It's got these 3 9/16 bolts. Probably hard to see, but you could trust me on it. I'm gonna have to get it started by hand. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that nut. Okay, I'm 2 steps away from ratchet strap. Alright, I'm welding it on. Grind that paint off and then just blast it. Pour some water down there. Okay, so I believe we avoided any fires, and those 2 tacks should be just fine, right? Not going anywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put some time into this thing, but I really need it right now. I'm digging. So we're gonna lift the bucket up, get those jack stands out from underneath there, which I didn't end up needing, and then we gotta check all the fluids once it's level. I greased it up yesterday. Hydraulic looks super low at this angle. I have some more oil, but I want to at least get it on like some more level ground before I fill that up. I had the battery on a trickle charger. That's why it fired up so good. And we might have done our yearly maintenance on this. Starving. Got a little worried. Alright, we're not sitting perfectly level, but I didn't want to run it. I just broke the cap. This is what happens when you rush. Might have to do one of these. So I just want to hold that paper filter on for the day because it's a breather system. Just didn't want any dirt getting in there. And then I'll buy a new cap that works. Is it temporary? Grab a fire extinguisher, but well guys, hope you enjoyed that video on fixing the Bobcat up. That's first time I've done a lot of work to it in a year or so, probably since that repaint. Hope you guys like that series. If you didn't check it out, I'll put a link up above. Did a whole like 2-hour video of repainting this Bobcat. It's my friend's dad's who passed. Been sold through my buddies and now I'm the owner, so it's a great machine. Gonna try to make it last 20 more years. So if you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up, stick around for more. I got more coming. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Well, it's just digging and not great. What happened here, went to pull the bucket up and it just didn't come up, so got some severe damage. This pin was bad anyway, so it wasn't getting a lot of grease, but I don't think that was the failure mode. We should be able to grind this all off. If you look, the welds were getting really thin. Pound that back over, realign it. I have the pin. Look, it's doing 360s from the vibration. So yeah, so let's fix that. Cleaned up. There's a better look at the carnage. Someone boogered that in pretty good. You know, and I might actually have to have my buddy cut me some new pieces, maybe out of like 1/2 inch. Although that's not the steel that broke, it was this 1/4 inch. And then weld those on. I'm not sure. Yeah, those welds were pretty thin, so it makes sense that it broke. And then I don't see any bushings in here, so bushings in here. I'll have to see how much play. See how much play is in here. Yeah, that needs a new bushing. Those kind of suck to get out. It would probably be fine for a little bit, but it looks like it wore on one side like that. And then this. Oh wow, that needs a bushing. We're gonna have to make something for that. And then these actually need shims, but they're such a pain. I need shims right there, and then I actually have to fix my other handle. So, looks like it's time to do all that work, so let's do it. Here's the pin. We've never been able to access that grease circuit because this got pounded on too much. So I might be buying a new one, or I'll try to grind that out. It's actually not bent. This is like solid 1 inch, but Got that much slop in that one. That much slop in that one. And a decent amount in that one. So what I've done is ordered a new bushing for this cylinder arm here. And then I ordered 2 new holders here. They don't have bushings, they're just weld on with a hole to capture the pin. What we're going to do is someone's replaced these before because the welding's not great. But this one I'm going to leave on because I know to an extent that it's partially aligned with where I need to be. And so I didn't make new triangle pieces. So this one I'm going to cut off, bend this back, weld all the cracks down in there, and then grind this triangular piece. I'm going to cut off this circle and grind it and bend this back to fit in there. And then the goal will be, we'll have to like pick this up and put the pin through this side to capture that side, and then we'll weld the new one on in place. I'll put tin foil over this so it doesn't get any damage, and then once this side's fully welded, we'll cut off this side and replace this bushing as well. The bushing should be here soon. I think what I'm going to do first is fire this thing up and lift it to a comfortable working height. So the one benefit of it being on the ground is I can hammer the steel back, and we might have to get the torch out to bend that because this is about 1/4 inch thick steel. So it was a decent amount of force that came in here. But I think the first step is going to be to cut this off. This has been a problem since we've had the machine, so it's nothing new. Alright, so this is probably the culprit of the problem. This is the tilt pin, and it kept coming out and my buddies kept pounding it in, and I don't know, maybe this was been there for a while, but it's been pounded in so many times you can't get a grease zerk in there to grease it. So I've got my Dremel, and I'm going to try just chipping away, making like a chamfer tapered in order to get like that metal over, because it should just be bent over like a ridge. And then I'm letting this cool down a minute. I just kind of threw the old piece in there, and then I'm going to take a grinder to it and flatten it out so I can get this piece in here. I forget which orientation it goes, but we'll figure it out. Probably like that. I'm still waiting on my bushing, should be here any minute, and then I'll fire up the machine and try to line it up. I did order 2 of these. What I'm gonna do is, this bushing's not gonna be here till later in the week, I want to run the machine, so I'm gonna put the new one in, fully weld that, and leave this one alone. And then that way, whenever I pound this bushing out, and then whenever I get that bushing, I'll be able to line this all up perfectly before I weld this new one on. There's a possibility I might have to grind this one loose, but basically we want no slop, and we want it all in a straight line. So ideally I would weld them all when I had that bushing, but I'm not gonna wait. So it'll be fine in the end. If we have to cut this off and redo it, that's fine. But I need this machine to kill an ant. Success. Well, that just saved me 40 bucks, so, because the pin's still good, it's just wouldn't take grease, which is probably why this wore out anyways. Well, so I'm still waiting on that bushing, so I might as well fix this. So how this works is you have this linkage that has like a cam on it, and there's a spring in there, if you can see, and then it lifts up on the pin that holds the bucket, you know, and then it cams over on that spring and locks it in place. Well, we've welded multiple things on here. None of it has ever held. I bought these grade 8 bolts a while ago. Here's the one I had in there that bent and broke. So I gotta get this out of there. And then it pivots right on here. Yeah, and then there's a little spring in there. So that bolts down. So we broke two things actually here. So we broke the long bolt, and that'll take this spring. And then we need something that threads into there, which I think I tapped it last time. I kept welding nuts onto there. It looks like we did lose that bolt though. Nice. Alright, on this automotive bolt, well, my one thought would be to weld this nut on. someone just makes these on a lathe. Nice. I think I'm gonna full send on it, despite what it is. Alright guys, well, my camera died at that spot, so it overheated in the sun. So sorry about that. I thought I had more footage. So basically I was heating up that plate on the front here, and I pounded it back with a sledgehammer and then just welded it. After that, I took it out and been digging with it, but it's been raining. I'm sure you guys saw that on Diesel Creek channel. So yeah, Bobcat sits while it's muddy because it's just too wet. But now we have a separate issue. So the bucket's working great. Everything seems good with just the way I had it with one of the bushings on there. I did get the other bushing for the rod, the actual cylinder rod. I'll have to put that in, but I haven't had time yet. But now I was running it yesterday, or a couple days ago. It just died on me. It just had no power. So I have a theory that there's just air in the fuel because the fuel level is low, but not super low. I've ran it lower before. So I got some more diesel. So let's put some diesel in it and see if it fires up. And this bolt came out, it didn't break. So put that back on with some Loctite. All right. A little bit of glow plug action. running good. Maybe it just had a little bit of water in the fuel from the humidity. I know my fuel filter doesn't have the water separator on it. It's possible when the diesel level got low, there was moisture in there and it sucked in the water. I might put some heat in there. Heat removes water from fuel. I think it does diesel too. I know it definitely does gasoline. But it's been so humid that I think that was the issue. Well guys, it looks like we're gonna be all right. It's too muddy to dig today, but I think the Bobcat's working good. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been working this machine real hard, so I keep breaking stuff, hydraulic hose, all the other little things, then the linkage there, and then, so I've been running it hard. It's an 86, so I mean, what's that, 14 plus 21, 35 years old. I know it's had to rebuild, it's been painted a few times, but we're gonna make it last another 20 years, so stick around guys, we'll keep working this machine. If you like the Bobcat content, definitely let me know in the comments down below. If you like the Polaris content, let me know in the comments down below. I want to make more videos that you guys really enjoy. We do have a backhoe video coming up too, so I'll leave you on a cliffhanger for that. Been working on the backhoe engine. But yeah guys, enjoy. And hey, if you want to see me do a collab with Diesel Creek, let me know in the comments below. Also let him know in his comments that I exist, because I think we'd have a pretty good little collaboration where we're doing the same sort of stuff. We could work together on some cool projects. But hey guys, definitely subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks again, we'll talk to you later.